CHAP tales. Don't you wanna hear some CHAP tales? Hello and welcome to another CHAP tales. This is actually CHAP tale 101, and I actually thought that I was going to stop at number 100, but I am not. I am going to keep going until I can't go no more. It might be now, it could be 199. Okay, alright, so yeah, I thought of this story because a friend of mine has actually passed away, and it's sad that it's been brought to my attention. But Ben Mackay's cousin, Danny Mackay, another lovely fella, he's asked people for memories of stories that had happened over the years with his cousin Ben, and sadly it brought this story into my head, which is a lovely story. It's a great story, you know what I mean? But sad that it got brought to the front of my mind because of the passing of Ben. Well, what can we say? Lovely geezer, do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, okay, let's have a go at telling this story. Alright, so back in the day, yeah, I went to a secondary school called William Ellis School, and Ben went to that school. I think Danny went to that school as well, even though Danny was in a year above us. Yeah, so one day, as usual, this was like either year 10 or 11, so close to the end. Well, end for me because I left after year 11. But yeah, so we're in the playground at break time, still standing round in our big gang of lads, whatever, chatting away and whatever, and someone's like come over to talk, whatever, and he said that he'd just come in like because he was late to school that day or whatever, and he said, I was coming up the drive, and some other boys in our year that weren't really in our group but we knew them, he said, yeah, he just passed them in the drive and they were setting up some film cameras to film some thing that they're doing for media studies, and he said, yeah, it's got something to do with like some boys bumping into each other and having a bit of a row and that. But it was so funny because like Ben's caught that in the corner of his ear. You know, that was totally the wrong way to say that, wasn't it? But anyway, Ben's overheard them speaking, and he's gone over to find out more. So he's walked over to him and he's like, well, what's going on down the drive? What are you talking about, a row? And they was like, oh, so-and-so and so-and-so are filming something for their media studies project after break in the drive, like. And we was like, oh, right, nice one. And then Ben was like, turned around to me and whoever else was with us, and he's like, let's get involved. And I was like, all right. I was like, what about our lesson that we're meant to go to? And he was like, well, this is an excuse for us not to go to lesson, innit? Because we're going to be part of this film. And I was like, all right, sweet. So there was quite a few of us, like a good 20 of us or something. And we all bowled down the drive to where these lot were setting up their cameras, and like Ben's gone over to him and he's like, what's happening? What are you doing? You ain't told me nothing about it. And I was like, oh, sorry, Ben, we didn't know you want to be involved in this. And Ben was like, of course I want to be involved in it, don't we, Chapman? And I was like, yeah, of course. And then they was like, well, all right. So basically what was going to happen was there was going to be 6 people. 3 of them are going to be in the playground, 3 of them are going to be down like the drive, like where the caretaker lens house is or whatever, and basically going to walk up. When they get next to the camera, they was going to bump into each other, and like basically start having a row because they bumped into each other or whatever, and then one of them was going to hit the deck, and then the other 5 was going to run off, and it was going to be like the person that hit the deck had been stabbed or whatever, like, and they was like doing a thing for like against knife crime and that, saying how bad it is or whatever. So at this time you've got the 6 people that was going to be in the film, yeah, but then you've got 20 of us as well. So Ben's like, right, bigger scale. He like takes over like some film producer or whatever. Like he's like, yeah, right, we're gonna do it on a bigger scale, right? And he's like, right, 15 of you lot up it up there into the playground and wait for their signal to start coming down the drive. And then me and this lot, we're gonna go down, I'd round the wall at the end of the science block, and then we're going to walk round and we're going to walk up, and you lot are going to come down and we're going to bump into each other when we get to the camera, and then basically we're going to do what they want done but in a bigger scale, have a bit of a row between a few of us, and then someone hit the floor. I don't know who it was that was meant to hit the floor, but they chosen someone, and then he said, and then when that person hits the floor, everyone scatter, do you know what I mean, just run off in different directions. The guys who was doing the old media studies project, they looked pretty happy about it. They was like, right, this is going to be good, yeah. So I was like, all right, sweet. So 15 of I could not tell you who the guys was who was doing the media project. I just know that me and Ben Mackay was there, and a lot of kids in our year, so anyone listening to this can say, yeah, I was there, whatever. So anyway, they chose 15 guys, and they said, go up to the playground, wait around the corner, wait until you get your signal to start walking down the drive, right? And then me, Ben, and probably another 10 people. There was a little bit less of our group than there was of the group that got sent up to the playground. So anyway, we've gone down to the end of the drive and then done a little right onto the grass behind the science block. Not that that means anything to anyone, but there's a house that the school caretaker Len used to live in, which is just opposite that. Anyway, so as we've gone round the corner, like Ben's getting everyone ready, right lads, and then out of the corner of his eye he spotted that there was gardeners doing stuff to like the lawns and whatever, the trees and all that, but they'd left a load of their tools on the floor. Bad decision to leave your tools there. Ben's just gone, right, everyone get a tool. So I had a big rake in my hand. I had my Harrington done up to the top, all buttoned up round my neck, and on the back my mum had sewn a mod target with Mod Squad written in this thing and on my back, like, and so you couldn't, I just had like black trousers, black shoes, and then my Harrington covering my shirt, and I put my blazer and tie in my bag. We left our bags around the corner. So there was another guy that was across from us, like out of shot of the camera, who was going to tell us when the other lot had got to a certain point in the drive where we had to meet them. So Ben's like, right, everyone ready, get your weapons ready. So there's about, I don't know, 10 of us, maybe 12, no, 10 maybe. Anyway, so we've all got a tool in our hands, yeah. And this guy, do you know what? As I say, I can only remember me and Ben. If he was there, hello. Right, and then we're looking across at this guy, and he's gone, right, put his thumbs up to us to go for it. So Ben was like, we're all ready, and he goes, right, run around the corner and let's just run at them with these weapons, yeah? And everyone's like, okay. So the guy's done his signal and that, and then boom, we just run round the corner and we're running up the drive towards these 15 guys, right? And they're looking like, and we're coming up the drive with weapons, like proper like spades and shovels and flipping forks and stuff to scrape the grass with, whatever they're called. And anyway, we're running towards these guys, like the camera's on us as we're running, and then like you can just see that the shock looks on these guys' face, like they can just see us running at them with these big weapons and stuff like that. And then someone's just said in their thing, everyone run. So they just turn around and they've all legged it up the drive towards the playground, and we've gone flying after them, like, and the cameras sort of move around with us and it can see us chasing these other geezers in our year up into the playground. And then we've gone left into the playground, like an hour shot of the camera, like, and then when we got into the playground, like, we're like, Ben's so ready, like he's nearly just having it with these fellas in our year or whatever, but we all calmed Ben down and that, and it was quite funny, and we're all standing there laughing our heads off, like, And then we've gone back down. We put these weapons, not weapons, gardening stuff. We put it back down where we took it from and that, and then we all meet in the middle and we're chatting to them and that, and we was like watching clips of whatever on the camera and that, and thinking, yeah, amazing. But I'll tell you what, right, whoever it was that was filming this thing, yeah, we just did not even remember, like it weren't until, because I remember I left school after year 11, and quite a lot of people went to sixth form, few people left, do you know what I mean? But I can remember like bumping into Ben years later, and we was like, oh God, we've got to get that footage must be amazing. But could we remember who it was filming it? No. And so that footage is the lost footage that would be amazing for people to see, be amazing for me to see. But it was just classic Ben to sort of rear everyone up, get us all, do you know what I mean? Like classic leader Ben was. He was a right leader, top fella, do you know what I mean? Like scary, quite a scary guy to some people, you know what I mean? But when you're on his side, if you know what I mean, he was a lovely geezer, you know what I mean? I've got some tales of stuff that's happened, like when I've been with Ben, like, but they're not for this listening, you know what I mean? They're quite naughty stories, so I'll tell you them when I see ya. Yeah, but nice one. Thanks for listening, and I hope you're all good, and love to Ben's family and that. And I'm just proper sad as well that something that we've lost such a great person. You know what I mean? Like Kentish Town, it's not good at losing people. We've lost quite a lot over the years. Yeah, sad. Oh well, yeah. Cheers. All right, nice one.
CHAP tales. Don't you wanna hear some CHAP tales?